Oregon. I'm in Oregon, and I can tell you this is the first since coming to Ghana that I have traveled alone. None of the girls with me. Everybody left at home. Davia has a lot of work to do. Carissa, I think she don't want to leave the baby mother. I know Brody. In fact, we found out it's 8 pups, not 5, not 6, 8. Initially I saw 4. Then I saw 5. Then when I checked again, I said, no, I didn't check. It was Carissa. She said, no, Mama, this is 6. So she crawled under the tank, had the baby, and
okay.
crawled under there, had the pups, and wouldn't come out. Yeah, I paused. I just came out of the Pragya. So yes, I'm solo today. So I collected my passports. Well, our passports. So we got them done, and our process involved sending it to the immigration service. So it took out the middleman of the agent, but now that they don't end up paying processing fee, you know, just not anywhere near the 5 and 6 and 8,000 I've been hearing. So we sent it in via courier, DHL, paid for the courier and paid for it to become sent back to us. So I just collected it at DHL. I haven't looked at them yet, but I think I've solved the problem of our renewal. We got two years. We got 2 years, and people looking say, you know, you have to be careful. They will grab this phone out of your hand. As far as I hear, I've heard of persons who sit in cars with the phone on the lap or in the hand, and they just put their hand in and grab it. So, while we hope for the best in our fellow men, we can't walk with our head in the sand. I need another name, so I'm stopping at the Golden Ear Aid organic place that we stopped a couple times so that I can get a name. Okay, gentle folks, this thing, right? Need 25. You guys have seen me visited. Me and the girls visit this place already, right? So that's where we buy our oil, cod liver oil, coconut oil, and these are essence, right? All of these. Neem. Now neem is, what would I call neem? Neem solves many problems. It helps with the plants, it helps with the dogs, so like it helps with fleas and ticks on the dog. So you make the water, you boil the neem, the leaves. I have the tree, and I have to keep boiling the oil. The only thing with neem oil is, in fact, any oil, it's not easy to get the actual oil from whatever fruit the trees produce. So for right now, until even the machine is expensive. The process would take you sourcing a whole lot of those seeds that come from the neem tree. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not easy to get the neem oil. So I have to buy the neem oil. But the neem oil, it helps with, I mix it with the shea butter, rub it on my skin to prevent at least deter them. So it helps to repel insects. So the sunfly that always put in those welts on my skin, it helps with that. And $13.99. Ew. I'm looking at the gas station. I want some gasoline, but I don't want to have to stop to do it. And I think this is the closest gas station. So I'm gonna have to, well, it has been more than that, but I just have to go with it and then take a taxi. I'm standing near Tangtree where the China Mall is. Right, so I'm heading up to see if I can get cinnamon bottles. Again, while I have a generator that we borrowed and we're hoping we can return with not much scratch on it, the cost of fuel is driving us nuts. So we have spent like more than $1,000, Ghana cedis in the last couple of weeks on gasoline. Yeah, I've spent quite an amount on gasoline or petrol, as they say. So yeah, so I walked to the bottles in the hope that I could and I don't want to depend on the station at Asable. Many times, especially lately, when we just came and started using it, we realized that for every 5 times we stopped there, 3-4 times no petrol. And they were going good for a while, and then all of a sudden we're back to square one. So I don't want to travel with the bottles all the way to Cape Coast, head back, and then realize there's none. Because then I'd have to pay a biker to take me into Bethnia to buy. Yeah. So I am hoping to get it at the gate. Yeah, so tell you what we discovered. If we tell them full the bottle and they just full one bottle, you watch them because sometimes they make it run over. And then switch to the other bottle without stopping, you end up paying less than if you say, okay, put 60, 50 not bad. Because 50 right now, based on the price of petrol, 50, it doesn't fill the bottle. But if you make the mistake of saying, say 60, and the 60 is more, it's more than enough to fill the bottle, they even make it run over just to push it to the 60. Yeah. And what ends up happening when they do that, well, I lose out. I told one day I had 4 bottles filling, and I said full each, and they still went ahead and stopped it. So they were asking me 60. It stopped it full at 58, and he kept running it, so it ran over, and then he's telling me that the first one is 60. So I said to him, I said, can't it run? I told you to run it. Okay, I'm not going to make this run. I was walking back down. As I said, Tangtree is where the station is where the Ford bus to Accra, they park in that little section there, right? And yeah, and this is where we are likely to get cars that take us to Asable, right? So once you take something here that's going to Asable, it carries me straight into the station, and it's 10. Strangely, if we leave in Asable, look at it. Asable, if we are taking taxi, public transportation from Asable, and we don't get a vehicle that takes us straight into Cape Coast, you're gonna pay 5 from Asable to Yamaransa, and then hopefully you get one from Yamaransa to Cape Coast. Yamaransa now is still going to charge you, some charge 8, some charge the same 10. So you're looking at 15, 14, depending, to pay come if you don't get a taxi that leaves. So run my errands and I'm heading home. I can't afford to make any. Okay, that was fortunate. I got on a Sable. I'm trying to get into the taxis and they. So let me go over this side. Sorry, where the window is. Yeah, so I'm heading home. I collected the passports. They were sent back. So it was a fairly easy. I keep, jogging all over the place, right? Sorry, folks. Yeah. We sent it in, paid for it. The same price as I lined out. The only thing different is, and each time I do this, I remind you, it's 150 US dollars for the medical. That changes and fluctuates depending on the price of the dollar at the time you're doing the transaction, right? So you may see the dollar for 11.20. You want 10 something. Well, it doesn't jump day to day like that so strongly, but you can get it for 11.20 today and tomorrow is 11.40, right? So you have to be careful. Well, you have to keep that in mind. It doesn't matter. So it's that 2 years 388 times 2 and then that times 4, so that's the total price. So if you're an individual and you just come here, it's just 1 year you can get, so it's just 388 plus the 150 USD for it and whatever fee the agent is charging. All right. I have trust issues. So the person who was helping us, because he wasn't with exactly what we needed, feel very uncomfortable handing him my cash. So when I found this other way of doing it, another contact through another person, I decided to do it this way. USB mode. So we sent DHL, do with him, and we got it back. So last week Tuesday to this week Tuesday, sent it off this week Tuesday. So it went off within a week, and it's just for me to collect it, and I just collected it, right? So I could have gotten it yesterday, I suspect. Well, I know, because when I called yesterday they said they had it. Alright? So it's just that I'm heading back home now after finishing what I'm doing. So this is Michelle again in Ghana, sharing my experiences. See you in another video.